I know that this is not the first video you're watching regarding this topic, and I know that you've probably read more than one book about this. Why? Because I have. So what's missing? Why aren't we all disciplined and perfect as we're supposed to be? Why haven't we achieved all our dreams and goals by now? And why are we still lazy? I mean, we do have the playbooks, so what's wrong with us? I might not have all the answers in the world, but I do know this. It's you. You are the problem. So let's fix this together, shall we? In this video, I will tell you guys what is the reason why a lot of people don't become the best versions of themselves and why we don't achieve our yearly goals, and what is the reason why the last 3 months of a year are actually the most important ones, not the first 3 months, and how you can change that and become the best version of yourself and achieve every single thing that you put your mind into, basically. Before we even start this, I want to let you guys know that I'm one of you. I mean, I haven't posted on this platform for a long time. At the start of the year, I told myself that I will post on here on a weekly basis, and even if it's not possible for me to post on a weekly basis because I have quite a lot to do, I would do bi-weekly. But guess what? I didn't, and that's okay. It's okay to deprioritize things in your life when you go through life, and it's okay to basically push your priorities every single week or every single month, but it's not okay to forget about your dreams and goals and give up on them. That's not okay. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to tell yourself that no matter what, you will not give up on your dreams. It doesn't matter if it takes you 1 year or 10 years or 20 years. It doesn't matter. Your goals and dreams are the things that are going to make you the happiest. It doesn't matter when you achieve them. It matters that you achieve them, and the path to that dream is actually the real thing that you need to see yourself in, and the real thing that it's going to make you the happiest. I mean, there's a reason why you have those dreams and goals, and it's not because you're not able to achieve them. It's because you can achieve them. You just need to move yourself and stop procrastinating and work even if it's hard. When people try to become disciplined, it's actually through like that urge of motivation that they have at 3 a.m. and then they want to start on Monday, but then Monday comes and that motivation is completely gone and they're not going to do anything about it. And that's one of the issues, is that you wait for motivation to do things. Motivation is not the real goal here. More like motivation is not going to get you anywhere. You're probably going to have more bad mornings in a year than you're going to have really good motivated mornings. So always keep that in mind. A day is not bad because you had a bad start. It's bad when you make bad decisions, more like you're not going to do anything and you procrastinate the whole day. That's when the day is bad and not a winner day. If you want to make a winner day, you can have a bad start. That's fine. You can wake up late. That's okay. But do not miss the next appointment. You're just going to wake up late and then do the things that you're supposed to do and stop procrastinating, and don't tell yourself that your day is bad just because it started bad. And that goes on with every single thing that I'm about to say, okay? You're going to have bad moments in life. That's completely normal. Everybody has bad moments in life, but do not let them stop you from what you want and what you want to achieve and what your goals are. And that is one of these things that you always have to keep in mind. You cannot just forget about your goals and dreams and just move on with your life as if nothing has happened and just give up, or just wait for motivation. Motivation will not come and kick your ass. Discipline will. Okay, even if you're having a bad day, you need to do it. Also, why are you waiting for Monday? Why are you waiting for the start of the year? Why are you waiting for the start of the month? Why can't you just start today? Why can't you just start on a Thursday at 3 p.m.? Can you tell me that? I mean, a lot of things are wrong with human beings, but that's one of the things that is basically keeping you attained, is that mindset that you cannot start when something's not even, when something's not perfect, when something's not set up perfectly, when you don't have the perfect gym outfit, so you cannot go to the gym, when you don't have the perfect transportation or the perfect car or the perfect body or the perfect anything. No, you can start. More like you need to start in order to get there. You need to start going to the gym even if you don't have the perfect Gymshark set or Honor Active set, okay? Just get your ass to the gym and work out. It's not about the outfit. It's about how you feel and about how you're going to be motivated to go even more to the gym. So you're basically imprisoning yourself. Why would you do that? Why would you imprison yourself? Can you tell me? Yeah, I cannot. So let's move on to the next part. Another thing that a lot of people don't realize is that planning is procrastination. Watching these type of videos is procrastination. You already have enough knowledge about when to start, where to start, and how to achieve the things that you want to achieve. I mean, there are quite a lot of information right now in the world You can ask a random AI and it will give you all the information that you need. You can just scroll past TikTok or search something on TikTok and you will have enough videos of it and you will have that information. Information is not the issue here. You already have it. It's the fact that you think if you do more research, if you watch more videos, if you read more articles, then you're going to have a better option at achieving the things that you want to achieve, which is not true. It's just a form of procrastination. Okay, you do not need another Notion template. You do not need another planner. You do not need a perfect, aesthetically pleasing pink planner for you to write down your to-do lists. Honestly, a post-it does it as well. Your phone does it as well. You don't need those things, but you want to have them. Why do you want to have them? Because you're procrastinating. And that's the thing that you are not going to accept. More like you don't want to accept. Because planning is procrastination. And I'm going to say it one more time so that you can get it in your head. Planning is procrastination. And I'm saying this as someone who is basically type A. I love planning things. I love having an aesthetic pleasing planner. I love having the perfect Notion template. I love having the most perfect setup or stationery to write my to-do lists and have the most aesthetically pleasing Notion template, all of that stuff. But I realized that every single time I try to switch something on my Notion template, or every single time I'm searching for a new planner, which even though I haven't finished the first one, it's because I'm procrastinating. It's because I do not want to do the things that I'm supposed to do. I do not want to work. And that's the only reason why you're planning your day, why you're planning your week, why you're writing down another habit tracker, or why you're scrolling through the app store finding the most perfect habit tracker because your habits need to get tracked, or why you're looking for another new planner that you can buy from some influencer. Don't. A blank page does it. Sure, a new planner, a new template, a new stationery is going to give you a motivation for like half an hour. And after that, it's gone. What are you going to do then? Buy a new one, get a new one, create a new one? That's not the goal here, okay? You need to just pick something and stick with it. And it doesn't matter if you do not like it after like a week and you want to change something. Guess what? You're not going to change it. You're going to tell yourself it's enough, it's good, and you're good to go. And give it a try and don't give up on the things that you already have for a month or two. And trust me, you'll be completely fine. You just need to understand that you are procrastinating. Let's be honest here. The newest Notion template, the newest productivity planner is not going to come and kick your ass to do the things that you're supposed to do. Okay? You're just going to write down your things there and then you need to do them. You're the one who's supposed to do them, not that planner, not that template. So just pick something and stick to it. It can even be a blank page. I mean, I have a blank page that I just write down my things that I have to do. And I don't even care anymore about the aesthetically pleasing productivity planners, which, by the way, I used to care about them because they did motivate me, but nowadays they don't, because maybe I've just reached point in my life where I'm like, honestly, that's just noise and it doesn't matter. And the most important thing is literally a blank page so that I can write down every single thing that's in my head and in my brain and I don't forget them. So now what can you do to change all of that and basically become the best version of yourself and stop procrastinating and be more disciplined in your life? And what the hell are the last 3 months of the year and how can you use those 3 months to be the best in the year? Let's start with that. A lot of people think that the start of the year is the most important part of the year because January hits and then you can just go ahead and achieve your goals because you made a little vision board. That's not the reality. The reality of it is that if you want to achieve your goals by the upcoming year, you have to start in October, because from October to December, it's basically your test phase. It's your test phase because let's be honest, most of us, when we make a vision board at the end of the year, you're super disciplined, you're super motivated, and you say to yourself, I can wake up at 4 a.m., go to the gym, eat healthy every single day, travel, do this, that. No. If you're not the person who already wakes up at 5 a.m., you will not be the person who wakes up at 4 a.m. and works out. If you're not a person that already has a healthy lifestyle and it's healthy, trust me, January is not going to change it. Why? Because you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself and you will last a week. That's why gym is empty by February, because a lot of people tell themselves that they're going to go to the gym in January and they will go for a few weeks. But by February or March, the gyms are back again at where they were. The people who were there in December are going to be there in March. And that's the thing that you always need to keep in mind, because you need to use those last 3 months of the year as a test phase for your habits to decide which ones of them you can do and which ones of them you're not able to do, because maybe you have a 9 to 5 job, you have kids, you have other responsibilities in your life, so you cannot do the habits that everybody else on TikTok and YouTube does, because you're an individual, okay? Every single habit has to be your habit. It doesn't have to be people's habit. For example, a single mom cannot do the things that a 30-year-old single man does. It's not gonna work, because that single man has a lot of free time in his hand, but the mom does not. So that's why every single habit is your habit. It has to be your habit. It doesn't have to be the TikTok's habit, okay? It has to be yours. And that's why you need to use the last 3 months of the year to make a habit tracker and go through each habit and try to do them each day. Because if you start in January, you're going to give up. But if you start in October, you will tell yourself that this is a test phase. And by January, your habits are already set. You know what you're going to do. And if you want to wake up at 5 a.m., well, you already woke up at 5 a.m. for 3 months, honey. And it's going to be super easy to do that by January. And you're going to achieve all of the things that you want to achieve. And that's basically the whole psychology of it. Because if you start in January, you are going to be pressured. You're going to be pressured to be perfect. And after 2 weeks, you're going to give up, because you cannot live with that pressure for a long term. You cannot pressure yourself into doing the things that you don't want to do, because that's how you build habits. But if you start in October, nobody really starts in October. I'm one of the first people who said that she's going to start in October. That's when I started doing this. And trust me, this is the only way that you're going to change, is to start before anybody else does, because you don't have any pressure. You don't have to tell anybody that this is your New Year's resolution and this is what you're going to achieve, and let's make a vision board together and all of that. No, your habits are already set by January. You already know what you want. You already know what you are going to achieve, and you're going to achieve it in that year. And that is the reason why I think that the last 3 months of the year are actually the most important ones, because they set the tone for the upcoming year. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says. Another thing that you have to keep in mind are priorities. So basically what I do is I do have yearly goals that I want to achieve in a year, but each quarter of my life, I prioritize something else, like another goal and another thing that I want to achieve from that yearly goal map that I have in my head or written down somewhere. Because for example, if I want to build more muscle and all of that, it's really hard for me to do that in the summer months, because number one, we have a heat wave here in Europe, so it's crazy. Gyms are crazy, there's no AC, and it's hard for me to work out at this type of weather. It's also super dangerous. And also, in summer months, you're usually on vacation. You just want to go lay down on a beach, and you already, more like you should have your summer body by then, okay? So just enjoy that. Just enjoy that time. You don't have to be at the gym every single day. You have to be active. More like if you want to be active, just be active. If you don't want to be active, just lay on the beach. Honestly, who cares? But just as I said, you have to set your priorities based on the quarter that you're in. Every single quarter of your life, you're gonna set another priority and work on that. And it's okay if you want to neglect something. For example, I neglected creating YouTube videos about activity setup. You have to have a setup that works for you. And this is one of the things that I need you to take away from this video, okay? It's you. You need to find the perfect setup for yourself. And while these type of videos can give you motivation and can help you see the path, you need to walk the path. You need to go over that path and do it, okay? It's you. So after this video, this is what I need you to do. First, subscribe, like, and comment. That's the first thing. Then I need you to close your laptop and then go on a long walk and keep in your mind, or like think about the things that you want to achieve, the goals that you have, and things that you want to have next year. And then you're going to come back, write down every single habit that is going to get you to your goals and dreams. You can even write your goals and dreams first and then see which habits are going to take you there. For example, if you want to start a startup, let's say, if you want to build something, build an app, what's the first thing? If you cannot code, then that's the first thing that you need to do. You need to learn coding or learn vibe coding, how to work with AIs, how to build an app, how to deploy it, and so on and so forth. That's the thing that you need to learn. So one of those habits can be to learn how to build an app for 4 hours a day, for example. And that's one of the things that you need to do. And after that, you literally have a list of things that you need to do. So that's basically your homework from this video. And if you're watching this at 2 a.m. because you got that slight motivation urge to change your life, please do this in the morning. Don't go outside right now. You can write your goals and dreams after, like, in the next day, okay? When you wake up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and understood that every single thing in your life is in your power and that it's you. You can be your problem, but you can also be your solution.